Hey everyone! My name is Portia.
And my name's Nicole.
And this is another episode with the Deterville twins. And in today's video, we're gonna be giving you our first week of this fitness competition prep that we're in. So as you know from one of the last videos that we had, Portia and I are gonna be starting a new journey where we're going to be competing for a bodybuilding competition.
Exactly.
And so this will be week one of the recorded videos that we're doing, but technically we've been in competition prep for a little bit over, well, I've been in competition prep for maybe a month.
Yeah, and I think mine is like 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm still fairly like just getting into the rhythm of things. But we want to do it like based on January being the new year, so this will be week one of the road to our competitions.
Exactly. So if you're interested in our updates and learning some tips and tricks that have helped us on our journey so far, stay tuned. So just for a bit of an update on what the specifics of our plan, I'll start first. So right now I'm working out 5 days a week. That includes 3 days of lower body exercises, mainly focusing on my glute development and hamstrings, and then 2 upper body days. That's on shoulders and back and a little bit of biceps, triceps, and chest. And then I am doing cardio 6 days a week, and also I'm on a meal prep as well. So I cook all of my food, well, most of my foods I would say I cook at home, meal prep that on Sunday, and then I'm ready to go for the week.
Yeah, and for mine it's pretty similar. I'm on a 5-day-a-week workout schedule. I'm on 2 days working out, then rest 1 day, then 3 days working out, then rest 1 day, and then repeat that again. So I have the same type of splits. I do shoulders and glutes 3 out of the 5 days, and then the rest of the days it's a mix between like chest, upper body, triceps, biceps, and back and things of that sort. For my nutrition, I'm also on the same, it's pretty much the macros that I'm looking at. I have specific amount of carbs, protein, and fats that I eat on the days that I train, and it's also my carbs and my fats are kind of reduced on the days that I don't train. But the thing that's been consistent is the amount of protein that I eat is consistent on every day to make sure that I'm keeping up that muscle that I built throughout this process.
Exactly, and I'm pretty much the same with Nicole on the high carb, high fat days. That's just shaped around training days. I'd say the program so far for this week, it's been pretty good. One thing I've been trying to focus on at the gym is progressive overload. So making sure when I go into the gym, I bring a notebook and I write down every single exercise that I do. I write the number of, I write the weight that I do for each exercise and the number of reps that I do for each set. And the number of reps and sets that I'm required to do for each exercise is provided by my coach, but the weight is just dependent on how I want the intensity to be for that exercise. And for me, I try to go up each week by maybe 5 to 10 pounds depending on what the exercise is, so that my muscle is progressively being overloaded and the intensity is kind of increased week on week.
And for myself, the workout routine that I have over the last 4 weeks, so I'm on week 3 of the 4-week plan, is that I'm pretty much doing 3 to 5 reps of like the same amount of, 3 to 5 sets of the same amount of reps. So say for lat pull downs, I'll do 4 sets of 10 reps. So my weight, the way that I'm looking at it is based on the intensity that my trainer said that I should have for this type of exercise. So if he wants me to go to failure, then I would kind of adjust the weight for that. Or if he wants me to push the weight but still be able to do like 3 to 5 reps at the end, then I'll have to adjust the weight for that. So I've just been working that out. In terms of cardio, I'm required to do around 20 minutes of cardio 5 days a week. And my step goal is 10,000 steps a day. And that's the thing that I've been trying to hit, making sure that I get my 10,000 steps in every day, which has been it's very interesting because on the regular work day, I can easily get it because my job requires me to kind of walk in and out of the plan a lot, so I can get my steps there. But on the weekends is when I have to like kind of make it a a thing to go to the gym in the morning or whatever time to get those extra steps on the treadmill. And the cardio that I do is pretty much like low to moderate intensity. So I have to get my heart rate up to like 130 beats per minute, and that's pretty much like on a, what would you say, probably a 7 incline and 3.2 miles per hour on the treadmill. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks.
Yes, and I would say, so for the last couple of weeks, and I'm summing in the last couple of weeks into this first update.
Yeah.
But for the last couple of weeks, and I would say for the last couple of weeks, and I'll sum up this update will include all of the competition prep up until this point. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been averaging 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds weight loss per week. Although this past week has just been stalling. And not to say if it's TMI, but for me, usually right before my monthly cycle, my weight will start to increase. I hold on to a lot of water, and that's something I've known about myself just over the years and been able to monitor how my body operates. So it's more of just staying consistent even though the scale is moving, it isn't moving. And that's one thing just to be mindful of is, like we said, don't just rely on the scale weight. You look at the pictures and you look at the intensity of your workouts on a day-on-day basis, and you should be able to see those results in the long run.
Definitely. And for me, the last couple of weeks have been challenging, I guess, weight-wise, because I feel like my weight is not dropping based on the amount of effort that I'm putting in. But there's a lot of factors. I'm just starting off again with weight training. It's just kind of adapting to the schedule, making sure, even though I don't see the progress on the scale, I can definitely see the definition, especially in my arms. Like if I show you the before and after picture, which I might include in here. If not, I mean, I'll end up putting it on somewhere. But the before and after picture for sure, over the last couple of weeks, I can definitely see the definition starting to build in my arms. And that just means that even though the scale is not showing up the way that I think it should, I can still see the progress. That's why we always say that make sure that you do both. You do the scale, but also take the pictures, because those are gonna tell a better story of your journey.
Yes, and a point that I want to make here is, on this journey, as much data as you can collect, that's going to help you in the long run with troubleshooting. So let's say you're at a point in time and you're at a stall in the amount of weight, and you're looking to lose weight, but you're not seeing that weight loss. If you're tracking what you're eating, and by what I mean is everything that you're putting into your body, like all of those little calories add up in the long run. So tracking everything that you eat, tracking the amount of cardio you're doing, tracking the intensity of your workouts. The more data that you have, you're going to be better able to troubleshoot and kind of assess where it is you can tweak to get the results that you're looking for.
Yeah, and for me, we've said it before with the fitness watches. We have Apple Watches, and I know that my day, like I've gotten a really, really good workout if I get 3,000 calories burnt in the day or more. So that kind of is like a gauge. Whether that's true or not, that's not a story. Yeah, that's a different story. But I can kind of gauge it trend-wise. If I'm below that, then I know, hey, today I didn't work out as much or as hard as I should have, and then try to correct it for the next day. So that's why it's always good to just, again, get all the data points that you can and then look at it on a week-to-week basis. Everything that we've said in previous videos, we're applying during this competition prep. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see how our progress goes.
Exactly. And for our weekly updates with our coach, we actually send a weekly picture. So because again, our coach knows that weight-wise, the scale doesn't always tell the picture, right? So I don't know if we'll share those pictures here, but we will share updates of where we started, and that's an update video we already have, and where we are week on week on week.
Yeah. So one thing that we want to incorporate in these weekly updates is a tip that we want to share with you that we've pretty much faced throughout the week, or something that we had to overcome, or just something that we think might be beneficial. So for this week, we want to share with you how you overcome like a day that you had maybe you fell off your nutrition plan or your workout schedule, what would you do to combat that? Because I think it was this past weekend, my eating was not the best. This past weekend, it was not the best, and then I ended up going on the scale like a day or two after, and then my weight was fluctuating so much, and it kind of just gets so discouraging. And just like, oh my goodness, like I had this 2 weeks before, and then now I have this one point, and now my weight is going up. So it's something that you have to understand is one meal thrown off or one workout miss is not going to derail your entire progress. It's just going to be, it's going to throw things off temporarily, but if you continue to stay consistent after you've fallen off your meal prep or your meal plan, you'll get back to where you need to be. So that's something that I continue to like remind myself, even though that I had that slip up on the weekend. The next day I went hard in the gym. I went in the morning, I did my cardio, 1 hour of cardio in the morning, and then after that came back, eat something, I was trying to stay back on my plan, and then did my workout. And I can see that like my strength has not been impacted by the fact that I just kind of derailed on the meal plan. So kind of like give yourself a little grace when it comes to things like that. That's what I'm learning as well.
I would say, especially with the new year, when we set resolutions, the tendency to always want to maintain, and then the day that you have a bad day, it's like, I'm off, the goal is done. Like that kind of perfectionist mindset kind of prevents you from getting to the goals that you want to achieve anyways. So the key thing is, once you missed the workout or eaten something that you weren't supposed to eat, whatever it is, once it's happened, it's already happened. You can't go back in time, right? You cannot correct what's already been done. So accept that it's happened. One thing to do would probably be try to understand why it's happening. Is there some kind of stressor that you're going through right now that's making you like binge eat or whatever it is? What is that factor in your life right now? Is it something that you have control over? And if you have control over it, try to put in kind of boundaries and put together a plan that will prevent you from falling in that situation in the future. For me, it was this weekend. It was the fact that I just didn't prepare the food, and at the time when I was hungry, I didn't have something to eat, so then I had to go out and buy it, and then that's where everything started to go on. So planning before that would have saved me from doing that. So yeah, exactly. That situation is just already having the meals and already prep them for the weekend. Because the weekend is, you're usually in routine during the week. On the weekend you feel a little bit more relaxed. But if you have the meals already prepped, you can continue on, still enjoy your weekend, but your meals are already there, ready to go. It's just as long as you have the plan in place, when you fall into that situation again, you already have the tools to help you. Another part of our weekly updates will be an exercise that we want to highlight and spotlight for the week. And for this week, it is lat pull downs. And I know especially for females, a lot of attention is put on lower body development in the gym. So it's growing those glutes to have a bigger, so hip thrust, those exercises, and they're amazing exercises, don't get me wrong, but like to get that hourglass shape, sometimes we don't put the emphasis on the upper body. Yeah, the shoulders, the back, exactly. To get the hourglass shape, if you have an upper body that's a little bit more triangular, I guess. Yeah, if it's like a V taper, where your upper body, your shoulders and your back is built out and it comes down into your waist, and then your lower body is a little bit more developed, that essentially is the hourglass shape. So not putting that focus on the back may be hindering you from seeing that kind of definition. So lat pull downs, amazing for, of course, your development of your lats, which is a part of your back muscles. It's an amazing exercise. I think usually I do lat pull downs probably twice a week. Both my upper body days include lat pull downs.
And for beginners that are just starting out in the gym, I know getting on the machines can be kind of intimidating sometimes, but the key thing to remember is if it's something new, always start light and try to get the fundamentals down first. So understand the mechanics of the exercise, making sure that your hands are positioned correctly for what type of exercise you want to do, because the lat pull downs, you can have the wide grip, you can have the close grip, you can have various types of grips that will help you work certain muscle areas. So kind of understand that more before you go into the gym, or even at the gym, because I sometimes just watch the videos at the gym if I don't know the exercise, because the whole thing is you're there for your own goals. So understand that, then start light, and then you can continue to build once you feel comfortable to do so. So
exactly,
always keep that in mind.
exactly.
And for this final segment, we're going to be discussing what our favorite meal, dessert, or whatever type of snack that we had over the last couple of weeks. So we're going to do it on a weekly basis, share with you what it was, and then kind of like break it down a bit for you too.
Yes, so for me, it's definitely Kodiak protein pancakes. Is it Kodiak?
Yeah.
Or Kodak? Kodiak protein pancakes. So what it is, it's pancake mix. It's technically not pancakes. I make it as a waffle.
Yeah.
And it has, each serving is about 13 to 15 grams of protein depending on what flavor you have. The consistency of the mix is very good. So once you actually cook it, we have a waffle maker. Once we make the waffles, it tastes just like a regular waffle, but it has a lot of protein in it.
And more fluffy. It tastes more moist and soft.
Exactly. It's really good, and I can't even believe it. I'm eating this on a prep. So it's like one of those things that I'm looking forward to eat every day. So I typically have actually 2 servings right now of Kodiak protein pancakes. That makes about 5 waffles, and I have 2 strips of turkey bacon as my breakfast with some sugar-free syrup. And I look forward to that breakfast every single day. Like right now, I don't think I could get tired of it.
And the thing about those pancakes, so they have kind of different products, and they also sell the frozen ones in the fridge. You get like 10 of them for around $6. It's pretty much the same price that you get the box of pancake mix. So if you can just invest in a waffle maker, I think we got the small one for less than $10. I think that time on Amazon it was like $8.99 or something. And now we can make those pancakes. Each box is going to give you about 20 to 22 pancakes compared to the frozen one that's only going to give you 10. So kind of looking for things like that. It saves so much time in the morning, because I prep it for the whole 5 days in the work week, and it lasts me. When I warm it each day, it's pretty soft every time.
Exactly. I don't think, unless my coach tells me I have to take it out of my rotation, I'm going to be eating that every day for the next couple of months.
Definitely. And for me, mine is the Ninja Creamy. So that's something, it's a little more costly. It's not no $8.99. But
$8.99.
It's definitely more costly, but I think like for this kind of journey, like trying to find snacks that are healthy, high protein, things of that sort, this is such a good investment, because we just use the protein powder, and then we get a sugar-free jello or a sugar-free pudding mix. So we have the pistachio flavor, and one of my favorites is the chocolate one. And I typically don't like chocolate anything, but the chocolate one mixed with the protein, it's so good once you freeze it. I think you have to freeze it for like a day, and then when you're about to eat it, let it thaw out a bit and then put it on the Ninja Creamy. It's literally tastes just like ice cream.
Exactly.
And it has, like, if you're kind of dairy free, you can use a vegan protein. So you can kind of tweak it to whatever liking you desire, which is great, because then I can make it fit whatever my macros are for the week.
Exactly. That's the good thing about actually both options, whether it's the protein pancakes or the Ninja Creamy pint of ice cream. You can make it fit your macros just based on the ingredients that you put in there. Mm-hmm. Like for me right now, the one that I make on a daily basis, probably it's about, I think 250 calories and 28 grams of protein. That's amazing. The macros for the Ninja Creamy ice cream, I don't think you can beat it anywhere.
Yeah, the only downside I see with the Ninja Creamy is you have to eat it all right away. Or once you freeze it again, it's like a rock. So just keep that in mind. You have to eat it all right away. But like we eat one a day, and that literally fits our macros. So there's nothing like
we're losing weight eating a pint of ice cream a day.
And that's a lot of ice cream. And sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I can't finish it. But yeah,
I'm still gonna eat it though.
I think that was like a very good investment for us, for sure.
Exactly. So thank you for sticking around with us for another episode, and this is the start of our series where we're doing weekly updates. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and then leave us a comment in the section below telling us what you like to see on these weekly updates.
Yeah, that's something that we want to incorporate in the updates as well. If you have any questions, comments, and you leave them down below, we can kind of have a segment in there where we can answer those questions and comments going on.
Exactly. But that's it for today. Thank you for sticking with us till the end, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.